Hi, my name is Dan Casciano, and I will be developing the content for these educational videos. This is my first YouTube video that will appear in a series entitled Science and Other Stuff for Senior Citizens. Since I am a senior citizen and also a retired scientist, my fellow seniors ask me to help them understand how their medications work in their body and to help them with other scientific terms to which they are exposed. Additionally, I am sometimes asked to inform them about the various cellular contents of their organs and how each of these normally function. Therefore, I decided I would put some of my knowledge to use, and the result is the development of this and subsequent videos. The only way this will work is if I can communicate complex scientific terms and ideas in everyday language. So I'm going to try and make science simple. This is not always an easy task, so I would appreciate comments for improvement. And also, please subscribe to the channel. Here is some information about me and my training. Academically, I'm trained as a cell biologist. I have postdoctoral training in biochemistry. I carried out research as a toxicologist, specifically a genetic toxicologist at the National Center for Toxicological Research, a food and drug research institute. After I retired, I collaborated with a group of physicists and material scientists working in the area of nanotechnology, and I'm helping them by providing biomedical consultation. These are some of my goals: to introduce scientific information to senior citizens. I would also like to introduce the structure and function of the cell to the viewer. The structure and function of DNA and other critical molecules will be discussed thoroughly. I would also like to introduce the viewer to how DNA is responsible for all of the traits that make us human, such as eye color and hair color, height, weight, etc. We will also spend some time on the meaning of the terms phenotype and genotype. This is a cartoon of the cell, the fundamental unit of the body. The average adult has more than several trillions of cells, all originating from a single cell, the fertilized egg. Although each of these cells have the same DNA, they function very differently from one another. We will cover this concept in subsequent presentations. The cell is surrounded by a barrier called the plasma membrane that serves to inhibit the penetration of toxic materials into the cell and permits the entry of substances of use to the cell. Inside the cell, there are individual compartments or structures called organelles. The nucleus is a compartment that contains the DNA and other important molecules. The rest of the cell is called the cytoplasm and contain many important organelles, including the mitochondria, the organelle that contains the machinery that converts oxygen and water to energy that is used to drive everything that is necessary for life. Other organelles are contained within the cytoplasm, and we will discuss their structure and function in future videos. To get some idea of the biology of different organs, I will initially concentrate on the liver so we can get a feel for how different cells in a specific organ work. There are several different types of liver cells, some of which are highly specialized and make proteins like albumin and immunoglobulins, molecules that are exported to the blood where they affect distant organs and cell types. Some other of the liver cells are dedicated to breaking down or metabolizing foreign substances that enter the body by ingestion or some method other than oral, for example by injection or enter through the lungs. Most of the ingested drugs go to the liver first and then are broken down or transformed by liver proteins called enzymes. These transformed drugs, called metabolites, can be removed from the body through the urine or the feces. Also, here we see a pathologist slide preparation that is stained to reveal individual liver cells. This is a cell, and here's the nucleus within that cell. From preparations like this, the pathologist can determine if the liver is healthy and normal, or unhealthy and abnormal, or perhaps cancerous. The following are some areas that will be discussed in future YouTube videos. We will discuss in depth the function of organelles. We will discuss the different types of cells that constitute the human body, including their origins. We will also interrogate the structure and function of DNA and other molecules that are located within the cell. We will discuss how a single cell becomes trillions of cells that constitute the human body. We will also discuss ancestry and how DNA helps us to understand where we may have originated. In the next YouTube, we will discuss in depth the cell, including the structure and function of its organelles. I hope that you will join me for the next and subsequent videos, and please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when the next video will be available. See you then.